Hi everybody, we welcome you into a Wednesday edition of Gold and Blue Now. I'm Tony Caridi. It's a travel day for the Mountaineer football team. They'll head down to Tampa, Florida in preparation for tomorrow night's game against the Bulls of USF. When you take a look at this South Florida football team, obviously one key word that comes up is disappointment. They were predicted to finish among the top level of Big East teams. That's not going to happen. But if you take a look at their scores, you'll see that no team has been blowing out South Florida during this recent string. One game that did get away was Pitt, but other than that, the margin of victory by the opposing squad has been 10 points or less. We had an opportunity to talk with St. Petersburg sports writer Greg Auman on the statewide sports line on Tuesday and asked him to give us his take on the close calls for South Florida.
This is a team that's had a lot of really good starts in the last couple of years, has gotten up in the rankings, but never has collapsed the way they did this year. They opened the year at Pittsburgh, lost by 26 points there, and that certainly, exposed them as a team that had vulnerabilities at that point. But yeah, they're a team that has not handled themselves well with leads.
You know, when you say to some people that they're heading to Florida, that signifies it's vacation time. For several members of the Mountaineer football team, it means they're going home. Chip Fontanazza joins us now with some football Mountaineers who are heading back to the Sunshine State to play in front of family and friends.
Tony, it should come as no surprise that both South Florida and West Virginia recruit in the Sunshine State. Now, if you look at the Bulls roster, only 14 players aren't from the state of Florida, and West Virginia has 20 players who are from the Sunshine State. Now, all the way from Jacksonville to Miami, the players on both rosters have played against each other and together in high school. Now, there is a lot on the line for West Virginia in this game, including a berth in the BCS. But to the players, this is just like another high school rivalry.
It just means a lot, get a chance to go down and play in front of, a large amount of family and friends. Oftentimes we have guys, people in our family come up here, but, we have more people going to be down there this time around, and, we're going to have fun with it. We're down in Tampa, it's going to be some good weather, and, we're just going to have fun. We have a lot of guys from South Florida on our team, so, it's kind of like a rivalry game. It is a rivalry game between the both of us, so I think it's going to be really intriguing to see how it goes.
And it seems like that trend may continue for both West Virginia and South Florida as the Sunshine State continues to be one of the top areas for recruits in the country. Reporting for Metro News Television, I'm Chip Fontanazza.
Basketball now. It's a practice day for Bob Huggins and his Mountaineers, getting set for a very important road date Saturday night against Mississippi State. Mountaineers are playing well. They have won 3 in a row, coming off of Monday's victory over Akron. Senior Kevin Jones, who's been having a spectacular season to this point, says he's encouraged by the youthful members of the Mountaineers. They are getting better, but he says the finished product isn't there yet. They still have a lot of work to do.
It's good, but like I said, we got to keep on getting better. Like I said, after we play Morehead State, we got to keep on getting better, and this is going to be a tough non-conference stretch for us, and we're going to be away for 2 games, and this is our first really away game against some tough competition, Mississippi State, Kansas State, so we'll see what we're made of after this week.
That'll do it for today's edition of Gold and Blue Now. We encourage you to follow us on both Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date as the Mountaineers head down to South Florida for a big game against the Bulls of USF. That'll do it. I'm Tony Caridi, and this has been Gold and Blue Now.